Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Fink. I am the author of the new book coming out this fall, The Gospel, God's Great Undoing. Now, this book is about the cosmic drama of creation and the universe, where God's goodness is on trial, and you are part of that drama. The book has 4 parts, and in the first part, we're talking about how God created the universe to be our home and to be a really wonderful place, just fit for us. However, we are finishing up with this video, the first part. And this time, we're talking about how God created the angels, and those angels, the same angels, rebelled. We're talking about angelic rebellion. So, this is a fun fact question for you. Who made the devil? What do you think? We'll come back to that at the end, and be ready to hear the answer that I think is the answer. In the beginning of this drama, there were only the 3 persons of God. And then in his stunning act of beautiful creativity, God created the angels and man and the whole physical universe. Originally, there weren't any fallen angels and there were no devils. God gave man everything on the earth, all the creatures and all the earth itself without any conditions. He didn't tell Adam, you have to obey if you want to keep the earth. No, he just simply gave it to him. Now, as far as we know, there's no other life like ours on any other planet. Life on Earth is very fragile. Other stars have planets according to observations, but to be able to support physical life is unthinkably difficult. So please realize that we were a completely new form of life from the angels' perspective. They were mighty spirit beings spread out over the galaxies everywhere in creation, all over the universe, full of power and glory. And we were microscopic clay things like bacteria who lived on tiny dots circling a little yellow sun on the edge of a rather common galaxy. So God made us, though, in his image. And then he gave us this unconditional kingdom of our own. And then he spent every day visiting us and talking to us. So apparently, this development didn't go over very well with the angels. God tells us in the Bible of at least 3 angelic rebellions. The first one took place in Genesis chapter 3. There was the fall of Lucifer, the son of the morning. Sometimes I wonder if the son of the morning is his title because he's the sun god. I don't know. Then we hear in chapter 6 of Genesis, the Nephilim story. And then in chapter 12 of Revelation, we hear, that's a brief history of the world chapter, by the way. Satan deceived and caused the fall of 1/3 of the stars in the sky as well. And those were also angels. So I count this 3rd rebellion separately because of the story in Jude 9 where Michael the archangel argues with the devil over the body of Moses. So it says that Michael did not dare to bring a railing accusation against the devil, but instead he said, "The Lord rebuke you." Now, why didn't he do that? Well, apparently, it's not okay for angels to take matters into their own hands and accuse the devil of the evil he's blatantly doing. According to Jesus in John chapter 12, verse 31, and John chapter 16, verse 11, and in Revelation chapter 12, the devil didn't actually get thrown out of heaven until some time after Jesus was raised from the dead. Then the war broke out in heaven, which may be going on right now. So for at least several thousand years, Satan was a burr under the saddle of the angels in second heaven, and I'm sure they were sick of him. The angels call him the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before the throne of God day and night, possibly because the devil was going around causing trouble and finding to find fault with everyone he could. So what if Michael had accused the devil of all the evil he was doing? Well, then the devil could simply run to the throne of God and accuse Michael with a lawsuit saying that he had accused him, which was evil, and then Michael would be guilty before God. So there's more evidence of this in Job, where Eliphaz has a scary dream of the spirit who says that not even the angels of God are pure in his sight. From this, we can deduce that the devil had been using God's perfect purity against his angels for thousands of years. And that is why the red dragon of Revelation chapter 12 dragged 1/3 of the stars out of the sky. Until he was kicked out and fell to earth, he roamed freely in the heavens, baiting and accusing his brothers and causing them to fall. He antagonized them and then got them damned like himself on a technicality of God's holiness. What a jerk. And all this was playing out while we were relatively unaware of everything happening, and only passing references in the Bible clue us in to what was actually happening. So the devil was the first to rebel, But he knew that he couldn't do that openly. If he did, God would squash him like a bug. So when wickedness was found in him, as it says in Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 15, he knew his time was limited. He had no place to hide. But when God created this new creation and gave it unconditionally to man, the devil saw his opportunity. If he came and took what man had by force, then God could righteously squash him again. But if he got the humans to give it to him, then God would either have to show partiality to his beloved human bacteria, or else he would have to leave the devil alone. The devil could use us as human shields against God's wrath, and that is what he's doing today. So we are now the ones who harbor the devil and give him all the freedom and authority he has. To bring him to justice, God would have to judge the mankind he loved. Using this plan, the devil now had a safe place of operations as a base from which to recruit others to help him in his all-out war against God. And this is the backdrop for the story that I'm telling you. The scope and the drama of this story dwarfs any fairy tale ever told or any drama ever played out on a screen. This is the real drama of good versus evil. And at first, it didn't look like it was going God's way at all. So, here's our fun fact answer. Who made the devil? We did. That's right. God did not create the devil. God created Lucifer, a good and godly angel. But when the devil, when Lucifer came and tempted us and to give him our world, we empowered him to be the prince of the power of the air. We gave him this power. And so we created him, made him our adversary, and he is the devil because we empower him to. Angels and demons don't have authority on earth. Only humans do. The only authority they have is the authority we give them. So that's a fun fact answer. Thank you so much for watching. Look for my book coming out this fall at booksellers everywhere. And thank you very much for watching. Do you have any questions about creation? Do you agree with the perspectives I've shared? Write in the comments so I can know what you're thinking. And please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. Help me get the word out to people who need to know the truth. Thank you.